I'd like to call the meeting to order, please. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. May we have a roll call, please, Nancy?
Yes. Rask?
Here.
Smith? Here. Boggs?
Here.
Fleming?
Here.
Rose?
Here.
Cruzen? Here. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy. Everybody's had an opportunity to review the minutes, and if anybody had questions, comments, concerns, or a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. I do have one correspondent tonight. Another resignation. Dear Mayor Stupplebeam, please accept this letter as my resignation from the Farmington Zoning Board of Appeals. It has been my privilege to have served on the board for the past 14 years. Wish you all the best in your future during your term as mayor. Sincerely, Roger Woodcock. And I would take a motion to accept Roger's
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. I'm going to miss Roger's input. He has a lot of years' knowledge. Leads us to some bills. Anybody has any questions about bills, we can get them answered, or I will take a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
A motion from Chuck, and that is a second from Dave Rose. That is a roll call, please.
Rask?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Boggs?
Yes.
Fleming?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Cruzen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next piece of paper is the balance of our accounts. Anybody has any questions on those? Which leads us to the TIF reports. Our beginning balance was $864,371.41. We had a CD closing fee, and we paid two residential redevelopment grants to make our closing balance of $863,853.61. Leads us to the police department report. Chief, would you like to fill us in?
Ordinance work is continuing. We made some progress on a few properties here in town. We're still working on a few more. Myself, Sergeant Steck, and Officer Rice helped Lewistown PD during the tornado that struck Lewistown and Bryant. Myself and Sergeant Steck went to a 2-day high-risk traffic stop class, allow us to teach our newer officers how to do it correctly. It's also a state mandate, so we had to have it done. And we got to practice that at least once a year. Canine koalas, Easter egg hunt, went as planned, everything. Everyone had a good time. And Friday I went to Officer Glover's graduation from SWIC. He's in the FTO process starting tomorrow.
We're looking forward to seeing him.
I can make a motion that we approve the police department monthly report.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Dave to approve Farmington Police Department monthly report for April of 23. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. We had one piece of old business. We had the CEDC from March hanging over us, and the reason we're so late on this is that our TIF people, Jacob and Klein and the Economic Development Group, went through this with a pretty fine-tooth comb. This was a rear facade grant application from the Farmington Forward Group. The CEDC made the recommendation to the city council that we approved a $7,500 payments. And I would take a motion to approve that or anything up for discussion.
And I can make a motion that we approve the CEDC recommendation for the $7,500.
Thank you, Joe. Second?
I'll second.
Second by Chuck. There's a roll call, please, Nancy.
Boggs?
Yes.
Fleming?
Yes.
Rose,
Abstain?
Cruzen,
No.
Rask,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
What do you have there? Do you have 4-2-4-1-1?
Let's see. Well, there's abstain, 1 no, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 yes.
Okay, I just didn't know if I needed to vote or not. Thank you. And thus concludes this council. This is what we call sign dying, is that right?
Yeah.
At this time, we will give the official oaths for the new city council. We had 4 alderman seats plus the mayor, so we have a lot. Nancy's going to be really tired by the time that this is done. Well, where do you want to start at, Nancy?
Well, I got Jenny on first up here.
Well, I mean, that's in no particular order.
Okay,
So,
all
but
right.
by all means,
You want to do you first?
we can, no, you can do me last, or, I assume
All the
Alex is coming.
volunteers?
We're trying.
You go, Jenny.
Go to his house.
Okay.
We don't know.
I got it right here.
Okay, perfect.
If not, we'll deal with it at some point.
This is the city's copy, right?
This is not the end of the world.
There you go, Jenny. Done. 4. Repeat after me, raise your right hand. Thank you.
You can't leave till after this.
I state your name,
I, Jenny Cruzen,
having been appointed to the office of Alderman Ward 3 in the city of Farmington,
having been appointed to the office of Alderman Ward 3 in the city of Farmington,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman Ward 3 to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman Ward 3 to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Jenny. And then we have to sign your name here.
Just killing, I just stole Betina's. Yeah, that's fine. Now, ma'am. Okay, that's yours.
Is this our next one?
Yeah.
Joey, Mr. Boggs. I'm so glad you ran again. Can I continue or?
Yes.
Your thing
Just
again?
read what I wrote.
Okay. It's gonna say elected here instead of having been appointed. Do you-
All right, I'm gonna write that down.
Did you get it? Just read. Selected. Okay, raise your right hand, sir, and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Joey Boggs,
having been elected to the office of Alderman Ward 1 in the city of Farmington,
having been elected to the office of Alderman Ward 1 in the city of Farmington,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman Ward 1 to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman Ward 1 to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, your hands are warm.
Joey needs to sign that. Thank you.
Leslie. There you go. Raise your right hand. Well, you're not falling. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I state your name,
I, Leslie Smith,
having been elected to the office of Alderman Ward 2 in the city of Farmington,
having been elected to the office of Alderman, Ward 2 in the city of Farmington,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois
do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman Ward 2 to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman, Ward 2 to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Ken Stufflebeam,
having been elected to the office of the acting
I'm just the mayor.
mayor for in the city of Farmington in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
Having been elected to the office of mayor in the city of Farmington in the counties of Fulton and Peoria aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of acting, mayor to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of mayor to the best of my ability.
Thank you so much. Sorry, Jessica.
Well, we're gonna resign these at some point.
Sorry, I read that.
No, absolutely not.
As I say,
There it is. Hey, nice entrance.
you got good timing there. That Mark is late though. No, I'm kidding. There you go. Can you repeat after me? And then that's elected. Okay. Then you have to, I don't know how the camera is. But there, okay. Now raise your right hand
Sure.
and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Alex Gillis,
having been elected to the office of Alderman Ward 3 in the city of Farmington,
having been elected to the office of Alderman, Ward 3 in the city of Farmington,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria aforesaid,
do solemnly swear to affirm
do solemnly swear to affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of office of Alderman Ward 3 to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Alderman, Ward 3 to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we'll go over and take Jack's place.
Right here.
All right, let me kick this old guy out of your bed. Chuck, thank you for everything you've done. I know this is not your first go around on this, but, and I know you need one more plaque,
Aw.
but we really appreciate everything that you did with the city, and I really appreciate all the guidance you've given me over the years. So,
My pleasure.
thank you very much.
Everyone should run for office, hold the office at least once. This is my second time. I was in here in the 80s when Tim Hurst was mayor.
Wow.
years ago.
Well, we appreciate all your guidance. So,
I
thank you and enjoy your
live right
second
over there.
retirement. Alex, you've got the neatest plaque of everybody, so. I just said I need something that says Alex Gillis on it. This is what I got.
It's the best one.
Everybody's gonna want one now. All right. Hey, we have a new council. Thank you. Welcome. Appreciate everybody who ran. Let's be off to the races. Leads us straight into new business. Trial by fire here. First order I have on new business is a discussion, possible action. We need a repair to the YMCA roof. Randy Massey Roofing Company did such a fine job fixing the roof on this building. He was able to actually stop the water coming in. He pulled back and sealed and pushed gravel back in, that it made sense to have him work on the Y roof. And it's not really the Y roof, it's this northeast part over the band room in the old area. He's identified where it's coming in. He's also says that at some point we're going to need some masonry work because the water is going over and down the windows and it's knocking the mortar out of the joints and things. We're going to kick that can down the road at the moment, but we do need to get the roof stopped leaking so we don't have a big mess. But I do have an estimate for $9,200. He'll come out and do the same thing that he did to this building. He pulls back the rock, seals, puts more waterproofing and patch tape, and then pushes the rock back on. And I know that was the best description anybody's ever heard of a roof repair. So, but I would entertain a motion to approve this, or if anybody's got a better plan, I am all for it.
So moved.
A motion from Dave Rose, second from Joe Boggs. That is a roll call vote, please.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Gillis,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you. Next item for new business is a discussion, possible action for recreation budget for summer program. And Bettina, can I defer to you since you have had conversations about this?
Yes. The YMCA is going to do 3 days of a recreation program. There are half days from, I believe, 9 a.m. to about noon. They will have staff 3 days a week for 7 weeks, 40 and a half hours work per week, 7 weeks at $13 an hour for 3 staff members, 7 weeks at $14 for 1 adult staff. The program coordinator is at $15 an hour. He has put in taxes, some supplies to run the program, and snacks, and also some administrative fees. And for the last day, they have a nice little party for the kids and have bounce houses and an inflatable from mini cake parties. And the budget's running about $85.72.
The last time we approved this last year, we were about $6,500 for 2 days a week. So it's nice to see that we're going back to 3. It is not the 9 to noon that we all grew up with Jeff Yates, but this is a great program. It is really well attended, and I think this is probably fair based upon where everything else of cost in the world's coming in. I would appreciate a motion to approve this so that we can make sure that this recreation program goes on this year.
Second.
A motion by Jenny and a second by Dave Rose, and I need a roll call on that, please.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Gillis,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks. And Bettina, will you let Mark know that we are good to go?
Absolutely.
So, and I'm sure that he'll be in touch with you, Jeff. Next item is, oh, I'm sorry,
Do you know what days of the week it is, the 3 days?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday.
Sorry, I didn't see your hand.
And they will have a calendar of events on certain days. They do certain activities and things.
Next item is mayoral appointments. I have a passel, so I'm just gonna read them off and then I'll ask you guys to approve them at the end. For the CEDC, I'd like to name Jenny Cruzen. The Planning Commission, I would like to name Carolyn Ludwig, Lisa Newcomb, and Mike Nelson. And the Zoning Board of Appeals, I would like to name Chad Zazine and James Schreiner.
Need a form of a motion.
I do need to have a motion to approve these.
So moved to approve the recommended candidates.
Thank you. And a second?
Second.
Second by Leslie. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank everybody who's willing to help. We're about 2 people short still, but I've got it. I think I got it covered. Next item is just a discussion, ordinance 2023-08, amending Title 7 for health and sanitation. This came up from our last 2 weeks ago meeting, talking about cleaning up after your dogs. And I sent everybody this ordinance for everybody to read and make sure we're comfortable with it, make sure we don't need to make any changes before we think about passing it. Did anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody who thinks we shouldn't have to clean up after?
I was trying to read it quickly, but I didn't think that when I read it earlier. Do we have to state what the punishment is or the fine is, or what happens if someone does it and doesn't pick up?
We have like a catch-all fine area in our code, and so it'll fit within the appropriate.
And then how
I know
does
that.
someone, because the man who was in here saying that that's happening in his yard a lot, how would he go about doing anything about that? Does he have to take
Cut.
photos of people
Well,
letting their dogs do that?
Call
I don't know how you would be able to.
the officer when it happens.
Yeah, he'll have to, if he's seen it, then he'll have to sign the ticket, because when I get there, I didn't see it. So if it ends up going to court, we have to take him to court, because they won't pay it, then he's gonna be the one testifying, won't be the police
So
officer.
it's just one person's word against another. Okay.
And I think it's a $75 ticket.
I think that's right.
That answered all my questions, thank you.
Is everybody comfortable if we bring this back next time as a ordinance to read?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look for this again. Next item that we have is a discussion possible action, ordinance 2023-09, removing city officials' properties from the TIF. And I certainly would appreciate reading this by title only.
So moved.
I have a motion to read by title only. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Nate. That is a roll call, please.
Fox,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
You can vote on this part of it,
Yes.
as can you, Alex.
Cruzen,
Yeah.
Correct?
Gillis,
Yes.
thank you.
When it comes to
Smith?
amending.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So this is ordinance number 2023-09, City of Farmington, Illinois, an ordinance providing for and approving the 8th Amendment to the Farmington Tax Increment Finance District Redevelopment Project Area Plan and Projections. That is your first reading of 2023-09. And for those in the audience who are wondering what we're doing, what this does is Alderman Rose and Alderman Gillis have properties that are in the tax increment finance district. And in order for them to be able to vote on these items, we have to remove their properties to make this legal. So
I'd like to make a motion that we waive the second reading of ordinance number 2023-09. Second.
thank you, Joe. And a second by Nate. That is a roll call, please, Nancy.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Gillis,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 2023-09. Second.
Thank you, Joey. And a second from Nate. That is a roll call, please, Nancy.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
No.
Cruzen.
Yes.
You need to abstain on this part.
Okay,
Sorry.
Sorry.
all right. Cruzen,
Yes.
And you'll need to abstain as well, Alex.
Gillis,
Abstain.
thank you. Smith,
Yes.
thank you.
All right. From now on, both you guys can now vote on Tifton. So, thank you. And for the last time, hopefully,
One more, the 15th, I think is the last one, is that right?
nope, 11th.
The 11th.
The 11th it expires.
Woohoo.
The final declaration of local state of emergency. State of Illinois, counties of Fulton and Peoria, city of Farmington, pursuant to the authority vested in the office of mayor by the Illinois Municipal Code, section 5/11-1-6, the Illinois Emergency Management Agency Act, section 3305/11, and ordinance 2020-06 of the city of Farmington. I, Ken Stufflebeam, mayor of the city of Farmington, do hereby declare that a local state of emergency exists as of this date, May 1st, 2023, and shall continue until such time as provided in ordinance 2020-06. The nature of the emergency is a nationwide pandemic of COVID-19 virus. All right, normally we have these committee reports, but everybody got a new committee. So our committees are going to go like this: is Jenny Cruzen's going to be finance and ordinance. Joey's going to remain public safety. Nate's going to move to sewer. Alex will have street sidewalks and garbage. Leslie will have parks and recreation, and Dave Rose will have public grounds and buildings. So we've kind of shuffled the deck, and I will send everybody out the new city directory that shows what other committees that you're on as well. I'm trying to get the final touches put on it. I'll have it done by the weekend. But we'll not have any reports tonight because everybody's kind of new except for Joey. So let's talk general comments.
Put one final reminder out. I'm leaving, so it'll be houses, but garbage, 2 weeks will be the spring cleanup.
And I've seen the things on Facebook. I think we also got one on our water bill. So,
I posted it on the doors
okay.
and,
And this is at people's curbs this
Paper.
year. It is not curbside, not dumpsters. Chad.
Crazy idea. But can we get one of those rolling signs or like some sign like the school has so we can post those stuff out there? I know we have like that sliding.
Been trying to talk Tom Conklin to getting a new one and donating us his. So
They're highly expensive.
Yeah.
they are stupid expensive. So if I can figure out how Tom to get a new one and he can give us his. Casey? Anybody else?
Motion.
I have a motion. I have a second. All in favor? Opposed? Thanks. Hey, I brought cupcakes for everybody.
Brownies, right?
If you want to